Hey, CBCMusic.ca, it's Sam Roberts here. We are live at the CBC Music Festival right here at Echo Beach, Toronto, Ontario. Welcome. So I've been asked to talk to you guys a little bit about life on the road, and specifically, since your health takes such a beating, you know, with the late nights and the early mornings and the long drives and the other stuff that goes on that suppresses your immune system. Just about some home remedies that we use to keep ourselves in fighting shape every night, make sure the show goes on and every show's better than the last. So I guess I'll start with the most common affliction or malady would be the common cold, and once that thing gets going, if you're on a bus or in a van, it just goes like wildfire right through the whole thing, and every man goes down one at a time. So you have to be really vigilant about the cold. So I mean, vitamin C is a must, obviously, but I've really been getting into raw apple cider vinegar in the last year, and it's been really good. Also helps with your voice, which in showbiz terms we call the pipes. So when the pipes are going down, which unfortunately happens from time to time, usually from lack of sleep, talking too much, talking over loud music, and singing. The apple cider vinegar really works wonders too. So that's been a recent addition to the arsenal that's been helping a lot. Because you spend a lot of time indoors as well, you have almost a complete vitamin D deficiency. So a little bit of vitamin D, just to keep yourself alive. That's not even just for better health, that's for actually just staying alive. Zinc, lots of zinc, lots of tea, ginger, honey, as much as you can drink in a day. Will fight off a lot of the bugs flying around too. And basically just make it look like you're a human being and not a walking zombie. That's the idea, I think, is so that when you come home, your family doesn't worry about you more than they should. Because it's not just about playing 3 shows in a row. You have to play a string of shows, sometimes lasting for months at a time, and you can't just fade 2 weeks into a tour. So I think that at that point you really rely on your bandmates to keep you afloat, so to speak, physically, psychologically, emotionally, and I think if everybody brings a little bit of their own personal torment on the road with them, then it just becomes this big, heavy, dark cloud that kind of interferes with the mission.
Is there a band pecking order? Is there someone's got to use the bathroom first? Who gets to go?
No, it's a free-for-all. There's no pecking order in our band. It's a democracy, which means it gets a little bit unruly. Sometimes a hierarchy would be a good thing, but we're a pretty structureless band that way. Although drummers, being sort of natural prima donnas, have a tendency to kind of try to worm their way in there a little bit first, but we don't let that happen.
What do you do if someone breaks a golden rule and does number 2 on the tour bus?
Well, if it's a stranger, they get a stern talking to, usually from the bus driver, not from us. But if it's one of the band, then they're forced to run behind the bus naked, covered in honey and birdseed, through a bird sanctuary for 1 kilometer, and they usually never do it again after that.
Bottom line, no dookie on the bus.
No, I wouldn't do it. Not if you know it's good for you. That's never happened.